All right, Libby, if you didn't hear the little robot, recording is currently in progress. How's your day going so far?
Going great so far.
Okay. So far, we don't know how the rest, but hopefully that'll follow through.
You never know. You got to be prepared.
So let's talk about Baby Oopsie. We know for sure that you were in the first two. Can you say whether or not you'll be in the other two chapters? I mean, it seems as
I,
though it's been set up so that you will be in the third chapter.
as far as I know, I will be. I haven't, and I get so confused because it was supposed to be a movie at first,
Hmm.
and then they split them up, and now we have installments, episodes. So I'm assuming I'm going to be in all of it,
Gotcha.
and that's not me trying to say like, oh, I can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't even seen them yet. So I saw the one that came out last Friday, which was good. So I haven't seen anything else.
So how do you hope, I guess, let me ask you this, what would you hope for the conclusion to be to this story then, since you're not aware of what it is?
I mean, is there going to be more Baby Oopsie though? That's my thing. So I don't know if there's I don't know where we are in the Baby Oopsie franchise is what I'm trying to tell you. Are we in 2 right now or is this 3? I would hope I don't know. I want more Baby Oopsie action. So I don't want it to end.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you about, speaking of action, there was a scene where you had picked up a like a sledgehammer
Mm-hmm.
and just smashed a head in, but it was obviously in her head, the character's head. What were you holding like instead? Was it just a prop? Was it soft? Like what were you actually picking up?
It was a soft sledgehammer.
Okay.
So it was like foam, but if it hits you, it's not going to feel good. It won't feel as bad as a real sledgehammer. But it's very nerve wracking working with that stuff because I don't want to hit people.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Or accidentally
I,
hurt somebody.
right, and I want it to be realistic, and I don't want to have to interrupt my like acting to think about am I going to knock this person's head off. Now with
Um,
the character Justina, I didn't mind hitting Justina in the head with a fake frying pan because she deserves it.
she is a lot. She is quite a
She's a
lot, and
rascal.
she is a double agent. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
she's got other things going on. So let me ask you, as far as the cast and crew goes, have you ever worked with Full Moon Features or anybody that was in the film prior to this?
I worked with I mean, I've done stuff with Justina on social media. Um, I worked on one. I had one little bit part in Hallow what, Halloweejies. Is that what it was called?
I'm not
I
sure.
can't. I it's early for me. But I had one little part in it, and that was fun. But otherwise, I had never even heard of Full Moon before because I'm not a big horror gal, honestly. Um, but now I know a lot of them.
How did you get into your social media influencing? Like, because you have a big social media following. I watched a few of your videos, some hilarious stuff there. And I know that you've got all types of things all over the internet, but I was curious of when did you initially get started with your internet entertainment? Like what sparked that passion and when was that?
I started that in about 2007 or 8 because I wanted to perform on stage, but I was too scared. So I started to do little live shows on. Do you remember Justin TV? Are you too young for that?
I might be too young for
It's
that.
it's it. So Twitch bought Justin TV. Justin TV was like a live broadcasting site where people did shows or they live casted. So I would do like comedy stuff on there. And then from there, I got a YouTube. Then I started doing stand up like I wanted to because I got a little bit of confidence from doing stuff online. Then I did Vine, and I've been on probably every social media site since then.
Yeah, I had watched that McRib video first because I don't know if it's like your most popular one, but it was the first one to pop up when I had gone to your YouTube
Mhm.
channel.
It's definitely the most popular, but it's not like where I started. Everybody thinks like that was my start. I started doing live stuff way before that. That was just something I just threw up there and didn't think it was gonna explode like that. Or
You just thought it was funny.
if I had thought about it, I would never have put the location of the McDonald's in there. First of all, because it's caused them some issues.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's also hilarious.
It is hilarious. But I feel like as much as it causes them issues, it probably also gives their, it helps them with their location and people
Right.
learning their location.
Right.
Sorry, a car hit another car in front of my house, so I was just looking.
Oh wow.
But back to let's swing back to Baby Oopsie. When you speak to, I guess it's your character's grandmother or mother,
Her stepmom.
okay, the one who's in the grave or who's dead. When you did those scenes, were you speaking to like a tennis ball, or were you just talking by yourself to air?
I was just talking to air. So Billy would read, the director Billy would read her lines, and then I just would look up in the sky. And that's hard. It's really hard acting, not because of the acting part, but because of people watching you. And it feels weird. It's like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
Do I look like an idiot?
That's funny though. But I mean, with the videos you post, you don't really care what people think about you.
No, because it's just me. So I put it out there, and that just, the reactions come as they do. But when you're doing stand-up in front of people or acting in front of people, you're vulnerable.
It speaks to your acting, I think, because you seem so different in real life than your character that you played, which, like I said, that shows that you are a hell of an actress because you chameleoned yourself into that role. I wanted to know, did it take a lot of work and headspace to get into the whole religious aspect of the film, or is that something where you've never really been involved in that, so it didn't affect how you looked at the movie, well, the shorts, I should say?
Well, I grew up a Catholic. I'm not practicing right now. I haven't been for many years. So all the Catholic stuff, once you start doing it, it's like riding a bike. It feels so natural. And it almost spooked me how I was able just to jump right back into like confession, religious stuff. But with being civil though, it's you just have to be so open. That's the thing with acting, I discovered, because I'm very new at it, so I'm learning. But you just have to be so open.
Right. How long did it take you to get good chemistry with is it Ray Ray? The character's name is Ray Ray, I believe.
Well, Ray Ray and I have known each other for several years before this.
Okay.
So we're friends. Justina, her name's Justina. We call her, she calls me Mama. So it's like we kind of have like a mom-daughter type thing, and it's sweet. But she does get on my nerves.
That's funny.
She's so positive and full of energy constantly, and I'm a grump sometimes, so it's hard to have those energies match.
So is there when you are filming around the dolls, are there any is there any audio playing for you, like any of what the dolls are actually saying? Or is that all put in post and you're just acting by yourself at a table without any audio organs too?
Thankfully, the babies are not animated when I'm acting with them, because that's absolutely terrifying. So usually it's Billy who's reading, he's directing, but he's also reading, the baby's voice.
Right.
And or someone else, but usually Billy. So things will be different. I bet my acting would have went up tenfold had the babies been animated, because it's just terrifying. It's hard to watch. It's hard for me to watch.
Did you ever have any like scary like kids as a do you ever have any toys when you were younger that scared you like the way these dolls do?
Yes, Raggedy Ann and Andy
Oh my gosh.
terrify me.
Yes. Yes.
Don't want anything to do with them. They're
Oh,
just like,
I hate those Charlie Chaplin dolls because my
oh, with the mouth.
oh my gosh. My mom has one because her mom had one and it's somewhere around
Mm-mm.
here and it is not it's creepy.
Like the ventriloquist
Yeah,
dolls.
yes.
Yeah, those are not okay.
Yeah.
Should be banned.
Yes. Like Charles Band from Full Moon
Yeah.
I saw you were doing Evil Bong for Full Moon as well. I think that's for next year.
I did like a Karen character
Oh, like
in the last the last one that they just put out not so long ago. I did a Karen character. And that was hard. I
when
don't
you
like to
say
be mean to
Karen,
people.
okay. I was gonna say when you say Karen, I wanted to make sure we were talking about the same thing.
Yes. That's how it was described to me. Charles was like, she's a Karen character. I was like, this is gonna be hard. It's hard to pretend to be mean to people.
Yeah. So do you think you want to focus more on acting or keep pushing with the social media aspect of your career?
Well, my what I do as an actual job is stand up.
Hmm.
So I want to balance stand up and do more acting because I don't tour year round, so it's hard to.
But are you
You know,
funny?
I mean,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
well, let's see.
I do straight face jokes sometimes and people don't know.
And that's hilarious. And that really triggered my imposter syndrome to the point of like, am I funny? No, sarcastic, straight face, deadpan is my favorite. I love that you just did that.
Yeah, thank you.
And no, I'm not. I'm
I
not funny. To answer your question.
well, I can tell. Uh, is other than Baby Oopsie, are there any other projects that you have going on, whether it be movies or other things that you would like to talk about or have readers look into?
Well, my YouTube channel is popping. I do some food reviews on there. I do vlogs. Like I have a big Baby Oopsie behind the scenes vlog that will come out when all the installments come out. It's got spoilers, but it's about an hour long of behind the scenes, the filming, what we were doing, we were not filming. So I think people are gonna like it. I love to vlog.
Did you film that alongside or with Charles or the Full Moon crew?
Nope, just filmed it on my phone.
Look at you go. You would think you're a social media savvy.
So I vlogged the whole tour I was just on, which was 3 months, and I was in 4 parts, and each one was probably 30 to 40 minutes. So that's cool too. Yeah, that's my biggest thing right now is YouTube. Because that's a good source of income for me. And I just quit my job. It's been almost a year and a half now. I quit my real job, and this is my job now.
Can I ask what you did before you?
Yes.
moved?
I was a special education teacher assistant for 22 years.
Oh, wow. Wow. My mom's a teacher, but not special education. That takes a lot of patience. And honestly, that's that is, can't think of the word, but that's awesome. Thank you for doing
You were going to
that.
say admirable,
Yes,
honorable,
admirable. I'm epileptic.
fascinating.
I'm epileptic, so I have a terrible memory when it comes to words. So yes, all of those.
That's okay.
All those things that you just said. Is there anything coming up in the future as far as movies that you're hoping to work on, like any kind of genre? I know you said you're not really into horror. What kind of genre would you like to get into? You think like comedy because you're stand up, or maybe something that continues to make you a chameleon?
Chameleon stuff is what I love. And also Billy Butler and I are going to be working on a movie for so the McDonald's character Carla, we're going to start writing a movie for her. Because every day people ask me, "Where's Carla? Where's Carla?" So we got to do a movie.
That's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be so funny. Your fans are gonna love it.
Oh, I hope so, because we're doing it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Is there anything you want to mention about Baby Oopsie that people don't ask you in interviews, or that like nobody's ever really brought up to you, but that you notice about the film, or you felt when you were filming it?
I mentioned this in the last thing I just did, but I think it's important that my character is as a fat woman, that being fat is not what the topic is. Like, no one ever talks about how Sybil is fat, and it's never about her having to lose weight or anything. It's just a big woman who's normal, doing not normal things, but doing, like, I think it's important that a big woman is casted as the lead, and it's not about her weight.
I was going to recommend you, or I was going to commend you for your body positivity when you, in episode 1, when you guys are wearing the outfits.
Hell
I was
yeah.
going to recommend you for your body positivity, and then doing research, I saw you had an OnlyFans, and I was like, oh, she's very positive about her body.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's awesome. Like, I have a lot of respect for that, and like 100% entirely with you on the, you know, there should be more obese leads, like more bigger leads, and more, like, especially now that they're, I feel like it's 2020, so it feels like people are more embracing of different size bodies. So that's really awesome that you guys helped add to that.
Yeah, I love that Billy wrote it like that. Like, never a mention of weight, which is not normal. It's always, oh, she's going to go on a diet, blah, blah, blah. It's like no mention at all. Just a badass woman doing badass stuff.
Just a badass woman handcuffing a guy to a bed.
Oh God, that was nerve-wracking. Oh God, how embarrassing. I get really shy when it comes, like, I'm very body positive and I'll say anything, but when it comes to actual interactions with men, I'm like, am I okay?
Dude, same. That's how I also feel with men. Trauma is a bitch.
Right?
Excuse my language.
Many trauma responses daily.
Yes. So then where can fans find your social media and your website? Can you kind of give the name of your stuff and your link for your, or at least the name of your website?
Everything online is Libby Higgins. So anywhere, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, OnlyFans. I've slowed down on the OnlyFans.
I shouldn't have brought that up.
No, it's good. It's just I don't have time. I don't have time for it right now. So I'm thinking more of like Patreon.
Okay.
Which I've been working on that. So
that's
I haven't posted to OF in a hot while. But if you like butts, Billy Butler was subscribed to my OnlyFans for a while.
I clicked it because I was like, is she joking or is this real? And then I clicked it, I was like, oh, she is just straight up, like, now that is hella confidence. Like, I seriously, I commend the hell out of you for it. And the first thing that it said was like, can't post in a while or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, so she's focused on her acting, or probably right now.
Right.
Maybe she'll get back to it. Not my business, but Billy Butler will know.
Well, Billy Butler has recently unsubbed. He said he had enough.
Oh, that's what
he said when I sat naked on the cake, he said I'd had enough of it.
That's hilarious. Sat naked on a cake, dude, trying to have some cake. That's funny.
He was mad, I guess, that I destroyed a birthday cake, but you know what? It's art.
That's true. So I think that's pretty much everything that I have. Was there anything else that you wanted to mention? Well, you know, give you a short platform to, whether it be about the movie, about you, or just kind of say in general.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I appreciate it though. This was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. So thank you so much for coming and speaking with me. I hope we talk again in the future.
I hope so. Nice meeting you.